Okay, so here we are back in Brani 13 in the high resource extraction site in our brand new Viper. Now you probably noticed in the station the first thing
Scan
is
detected.
that this ship is a bit more lively than the Sidewinder, so you can have a little bit of fun in it. And its thrusters are a lot better as well, you know, when you want to use your vertical thrusters. It goes down much quickly. You can see how
Scan detected.
relatively quickly you can get around this asteroid just by using your down thrusters and keep pointing at it. That's a good tactic for getting behind ships. Oops, nearly crashed into that one. So I should have had 4 pips to my shields when I'm not actually fighting. Now, I was going to say, yeah, with the Sidewinder, we basically just kept 4 pips to shields and 2 to weapons all the time, just to keep us safe. But in the Viper, we're going to go to stage 2. I'm not going to give you a lesson in advanced combat. You need to learn as you go how to do these things and take things step by step. So in the Viper, I would practice moving the pips between the systems, which is your shields, and the weapons. So when you're firing, put the pips on your weapons, and as soon as the ship you're firing at turns around and starts shooting at you, put your pips back in the systems, and just bide your time. Um, Only put your pips to the engines when you need to move from one place to another quickly. So if you see fighting in the distance, you want to get there quickly, move your pip. But don't forget to put them back to systems and weapons when you get there. So there's a few people about. There was a Fed there, but he seems to have wandered off. So let's just see which this one is. So he's a miner. We can look at the panel. I can take a good guess as to who's. So a couple of security, Stefan, look, somebody or other, ASP scouts, that Imperial courier, that will be a pilot. The Imperial ships in a res in a Federation area are always pirates. So yeah, he's dangerous and wanted. And he's actually near. There's a fence just above and behind us. So you could just carry on like you were with the Sidewinder and let the feds sort of work. Now, remember we bought a kill warrant scanner. So I've got that bound to my secondary fire button. So when I press that, the weapons come on and you can see the kill warrant scanner down the bottom. Now, anything that's in in that sort of centre circle of your screen and is within range, and the range is about 3 kilometres, the kill warrant scanner will scan it. So he's drifted out of range now. So if I boost to bring him back. Now the Viper's a lot quicker than the Sidewinder, so be careful with your boosting. It's those 3 there. Oh, that's the feds. They're onto him. Yeah,
Under attack.
so you can see the kill warrant
Target
scanner's gone off.
Offline.
Because
Warning,
I've got it.
impulse attack.
Because I've got it bound
Trajectory
to
disruption.
a button I can stay on, it just stays on all the time. So I don't have to do anything. Now I can give him a bit of fire. So 4 pips while he's not shooting at me, but he didn't last long.
Target destroyed.
You got a bit more firepower now, and we just got 70,000. Oh, somebody else is fighting. I'm sure I heard something. So, with this ship, you can have a little bit more fun. There's another ASP. That's the miner. Yep. See, look, the kill warrant scanner's doing it. I'm not doing anything with that now. It's totally automatic because I've got it bound to a secondary fire button that stays on. Otherwise, you have to hold that button on. So there's that Imperial courier. Looks like it's with somebody else. 2 of them. So what's his mate? An Eagle. Now you can blast an Eagle with this ship. So I've got 4 pips of my weapons at the moment. But if they shoot me, I'm going to put them back in my shields. No, they're going out of range at the moment. Somebody else behind us now. Cobra. running away. So a Cobra. And you can take a Cobra in this ship after a bit of practice.
Target shields offline.
You can see, look, we're doing 300 odd without even boosting. So, it's all wanted. Kill one scanner's doing its job. Let's keep shooting.
Target cargo dropped.
Something to shoot back. This is Jaffa. It's a lot quicker than
Target destroyed.
what we had in the basic Sidewinder. So we've got a scout. I think I'd be a little bit nervous about taking on an ASP, on my own at this stage. But Eagles, Imperial Eagles, Sidewinders, you can just go for it now. And they'll shoot you back, and then the feds will join in to help you. So there you go. Remember to wait for the wanted. I don't care if it
Target
breaks, start
shields
shooting us.
offline.
Because we're a little bit stronger now. It's actually got 2 hits to the shots. So you can see it's still pretty
Target
safe.
destroyed.
That's the Fed. That was that cool. As I said before, they have good shields, so might take a little bit
Under
to risk
attack.
them. We've got lots of. So let's just go for it, see what happens. Let's check for it. They normally go for the one that's doing them the most
Target
damage.
shields offline.
So you can control it a little bit by how much you shoot them. The other thing is when you're a low rank, they're a little bit easier on you than they are when you go up. And in my second outing, I got promoted to novice. So we're up 2 stages now from harmless, mostly harmless, and now novice. There's a Sidewinder down there. Is it? He's stationary, so it's probably a miner. I want to do, there's a Cobra. I want to get in there first before the feds. So use your contacts panel all the time to see who's about, but don't fly into any rocks when you're doing it. So you always check that you've got a clear path forward before you bring up that panel. Okay, what I want to try now is a preemptive strike. So we've got an adder there. Wanted. So I've got 4 pips to weapons. I want to get fairly close, about kilometres, probably ideal, less than if you can. He's matching us for speed at the moment. They always fly away from you for some reason like that. I'll just put the pips to the engines for a bit to catch him up. Right, now back to 2 to systems, 2 to weapons. 4 to weapons. Oh, he's gone away again now. I'll shoot him anyway. He'll come back. As soon as you shoot them, they turn around and come after you. So he's coming now. Now when he faces me, 4 pips to shields. I'll shoot him a little bit more. But
Target shields offline.
get past him. Don't face tank him. So back to the weapons, charge that back up. Feds have come now anyway. Already onto him. Shields. Weapons. Push the Fed. So he's got
Target destroyed.
So if you keep your pips on your shields, they're 4 times stronger than if you don't. So Sidewinder, if he's wanted, we won't have too much trouble with him normally, even though he's deadly. So
Target shields offline.
we've used up the capacitor now, so it shoots more. Oops, I should have had 4 to go backwards. Shields. I've got not very prehensile thumb, so it's quite difficult for me to get
Under attack.
the pips right all the time. I haven't got one of those nice long thin ones, you know, that you can put in any end. Another thing, if you keep the throttle in the blue zone, you can turn a little bit quicker. So if you've got full throttle, you find you turn quite slowly. So when I got behind you.
Target destroyed.
Another trick, if they keep flying behind you, like some of the smaller ships do, just engage reverse and just keep pointing at them. They can't get behind you then. That works well on some ships, but if they're more powerful than you, that's not a good idea, because they'll do the same to you. You just end up facing each other, and the one with the best shields and the best weapons is going to win. So only do that if you've got the best shields and the best weapons out of the two. Something up here. Cobra. So he should give us a good fight, but the Feds will join in. So we just want to get... Oh, they've already started. It's a shame. So I've got weapons at the moment. Oh, he's jumped. So we come back towards the centre. There's one there. There's Spider. Contacts panel is the best way of seeing who's about. If you've got a button that can scroll through all the ships that's there, that some people do that. But I haven't got a button for that. I use my buttons for other things. So I always use the panel. Diamondback I just saw. Isn't it Asp? I wonder if they're together. Asp. We have a go at him. Now he's more powerful than us, so we've got to pray that the Feds join. So I'm using my down thruster to keep clear of this rock. There he goes. So Mr. Asp, let's see what you got. Now he's more powerful than us. So shields.
Under attack.
Weapons.
Target shields offline.
Using forward and reverse. Trying to keep it in the blue zone for fast turn. I'm going to down thrust now, just in case he fires a missile or something like that to go over our head. See his face tanking us. To avoid that, you can just fly past him, so go full throttle. Is that it now? I'd even the pits there again, where the finger keeps catching on the button and bringing it backwards. I envy you guys with these things. So some of these adders can give you a fair old scrap. So you see, we can just attack anything now.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Shooting us. No, you got more powerful weapons. You know,
Target
might
destroyed.
not be so kind to you when you shoot them, like they were before. Yeah, they can give us a good fight. You'll often notice with the Diamondbacks that they disappear, so you have to eyeball them. They run very, very cold, which makes them difficult to get on your radar sometimes. You've got to be quite close. There he is. So he's lining up to have a go at that poor miner. Get that small cobra. Let's go for it. Shields. And the boost past.
Under attack. Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat.
So you can't
Target shields
face anchor,
offline.
so back in the blue zone, maximum turn. Oh, it might be idea if you wanted to. Feds are going down thrust.
Target destroyed.
That's it. So we've done most of the medium ships. Obviously it's different with the big ships. They take a bit of whittling down and skillful flying, so you need to pick and choose your time. The big ones, I think I would stay with letting the Feds do most of the work. But these smaller ones, you can have good fun with this. So we've got a Cobra. You know, occasionally you get a good pilot and they give you a bit of a spin. So we haven't worried too much about pips to the engines, just only when we want to, you know, when we're relaxed and we want to get to the other side where they're fighting. Are you running away? You see, you target them and immediately you target them, they're drifting away all the time. It's really tricky to catch them up. Really annoying. So he's wanted. We've got our pips for weapons, just coming behind them a bit. Supplies. There you go, mate. Take that. You got it. Rotating around, so I'm down thrusting to keep behind him.
Target
Quite slow.
shields
That's a Mark 4,
offline.
they're slower than me. Gradually getting down. Still down thrusting, that slows down.
Under attack.
So, shields. Now fly past them. That's it. Come back on the weapons. Blue zone. So down thrust and it helps us stay behind him a little bit longer. He's trying to rotate now. Watch it go down through our shields. He's got get past him so he can't face him again. That's it. Blue zone. Watch the rocks. Oh, right behind him. A bit of help from the fence now to speed things up. Down thrust. Whenever they're pointing up, use down thrust. Just slows down how quickly they can point at you. Shields. Down thrust.
Scan detected.
So that was a nice little fight.
Target
Right, just
destroyed.
1 and a bit rings of the shields. Still pretty safe. So you can have a little bit of fun now. I wouldn't expect a noob to be so good at knowing when to down thrust, when to fly past. You know, in the panic you forget to put your pips to your shields and weapons. Even I do that. But this is to practice. There's plenty of Feds around to bail you out, you know, when things do go a bit wrong. There's a miner. So you can just have some fun. And like before, you know, if you shoot the wrong guy, shoot somebody before that scan. Now I haven't even looked at my kill warrant scanner, but I'm guessing that it's working all the time. So he's out of range. What's happening there? He's up to no good. There's a sniper. See something. An eagle. Oh, he's gone. Diamondback now. I'll take him instead. Oh, he's clean. There's that eagle again. Could even be a Fed. Oh, is that a wing miner for one of the miners? Yeah, 2 of 2. Nobody wanted at the moment. Yeah, maybe in the next episode I'll deal with how to kill an anaconda with a viper. It's it's still possible. So as soon as that gets below 3 kilometres, oh, it stopped working. I'll just reset it. Sometimes it does stop working, so I'll just switch it on and off and then it goes automatic again. Not too sure what causes that. It's chaffing. What you can do when they're chaffing is de-target them like that and then just use that centre sight to shoot them. Bang, bang, bang. It's obviously much more tricky, but you can still shoot them when they're chaffing like that. And as soon as they stop, de-target. Back to weapons. It's chaffing it again. Getting out of phase. I like to try and get in before the feds. It's, you know, like it's good practice. But obviously, you've got to wait for that scan to complete. It's mounted. See the kill when the scan is going off by itself again. Just get a little bit behind. Using down thrusting. That's it. Now forwards. Really, you want to be about a kilometre behind them if you can. Open fire, especially the big ships. You want to be right up the backside.
Target shields offline.
Scaredy cat. Down thrust. So you got other thrusts to the side, up thrust, but it's easy just to use the down thrust.
Under attack.
It's good enough for most things at this stage. Zone. Shields. Fire blasting. Weapons. I don't know what the feds are up to. Oh, here they come. Shields. Fly blasting. It's going backwards as fast as you can, but they go that fast backwards and I'm doing 250
Under
forwards.
attack. Target shields online. Target shields offline.
Alright.
Target destroyed.
So that's about it for this stage. Hopefully that's shown you a few things. So when they're pointing straight at you, you know, if you want to fight it out with them because you've got the stronger ship, use a bit of down thrust. That just helps their fire to go over your head. Make sure you got, when you are facing, it's always much better to have 4 pips on your shields when you're doing that. You get your capacitor will go down more quickly and you sort of run out of fire, but it's a lot safer doing that than it is face tanking them with everything on your weapons. Yeah, so that's about it. This is a very agile ship, quite fast. The fastest turning comes when you've got that throttle right in the middle of the blue zone. It's turning sort of this fast. But if I open up the throttle, full throttle, you can see it slows right down. There's other ways of turning faster, but they're for later. You know, you need to take things one step at a time. So now I'm in reverse. So that's a good way of getting somebody in front of you. You know, these nasty eagles that just try and get behind you all the time. Particularly when you go to a bigger ship, even the Vulture. You know, I've heard noobs saying, I don't know what's wrong, you know, these little ships, they just keep behind me all the time and I can't get them. But if you're flying backwards like this, how can they get behind you? So it takes a little while to gather speed, but backwards and turning, they can't get behind you. Okay, I've got a slightly different spawn now. I think we've got some big ships. There's an Imperial Clipper there. They can be quite nasty because they can rotate on a sixpence and shoot you quite easily. But you can make life a little bit easier if you
Target shields offline.
go to sub-targets and then take their power plant. It knocks them down a bit quicker, you'll see. So, oops, there's a Fed there. Let's just tag him. He's dead now, you know, with the Feds. Where's he coming from? These, obviously for the big ships you get a lot more money. So you have to be careful with preemptive strikes against them. You can do an Anaconda. So it's just a 5.6 for a big ship. Oh, there's an Anaconda. But now that they've got fighters, it can be a bit dodgy. Because no matter how well you position yourself, the fighter gets behind you. So is he in a window? He's on his own. Let's have a look at this Anaconda. So what we want to do is target his, on sub-targets, his power plants. The Feds are busy with somebody else, so this is going to be a bit of a battle if we take him on. I don't understand what that Viper's doing. I'm just a little bit worried about it. So we come in behind the Anaconda. Start shooting. Now I'm down thrusting now to make sure I keep behind him. Oh, somebody else is shooting. The Feds. So I'm still down thrusting. So as he's rotating round, I'm rotating round his back. So we'll give that up in a minute. He's passing front, so now blue zone. Catch him up again. And we start again. Down thrusting again, but you've got to be careful, so it's starting to turn. Now if he turns, get on his flank and down thrust.
Under attack.
Oh, shields. Once they've seen you, they keep shooting at you. I lost quite a bit of my shields then. So let's take it easy for a bit. So he's not shooting me at the moment. Look at his power. Oh, I think he's going to get his power plant in time. Blue zone.
Scan detected.
So 154. We started that fight, so it's quite good. Yeah, a bit of danger. You never know what's going to happen. As I said, if they launch a fighter, you're in a bit of trouble. That Imperial Courier, they're difficult because of their good shields. They're quite fast. Oh, he's not too far away. I could chase after him. Cobra. Don't know this before. So we just have to wait for a bigger ship to turn up. But when you're still, I'm a novice at the moment, rank-wise, so they are a bit kinder to you. When you're elite, they just face tank you all the time. And so it's the strongest ship wins. But here, what they do, they shoot you for a bit, and just when they've got the upper hand, they turn away and give you a chance.
Scan detected.
It's programmed into them.
Target shields offline.
Shields. Blue zone. Shields.
Under attack.
Blue zone. When you can't get behind them, I'm starting to fly backwards now.
Target destroyed.
I'm going to keep going round and round like that, just out of where you can shoot them, go backwards. A Federal assault ship, they can be really nasty. So this should be a bit of fun. So we've got a full shield. So he's on his own. Yes he is. So, oh, I think he's shooting. So I'm going to go for his power plant again. Quite often it doesn't go down first, but it gives you the best chance. So where is he? He's there. So the feds are busy, so we're literally on our own now. Can't get close enough. He'll probably blow us up, because it is a bit much taking on those in the environment. Somebody else is putting position. But we're going to get a bit of fun. Shields boost. Yeah, don't let him face tank you. You get a mouthful of something nasty. So he loop round. He's as quick as us at looping round.
Under attack. Luckily somebody else has helped us out. He's always matching you for turning. Shields. Forwards. Boost. We've got a bit to the engines there to get past them. So it's a 53%. We're down to one of the shields now. We'll be a little bit careful. Another one. Whenever you target them, the first thing they do is fly right away. It just makes it tedious. Why they can't just, carry on with their business, whatever they're doing. It's an easy Viper. Target shields offline.
Just giving the shields a chance to recharge. Don't go after a federal assault ship in a Viper when you've got only one with shields. It's suicide.
Target destroyed.
Two rings. The stronger your shields are, the longer it takes to recharge. Fed's moving in now. They're up to 2 rings. I'd like a little bit more. I won't bother targeting his power plant. These days you rarely get a shot at them because they're just looping around all the time. Like the Anacondas, you can get them sideways on. You want to be about this angle to get their power plants. You can't get it from behind, you can't get it from the front.
Target shields offline.
So let's get more weapons. It's chaffing. Just let that go. He'll be pointing at us afterwards. So the moment you get in a position to fire, they're pointing you. And you get them back again and they're chaffing you.
so many of us. So we're fairly safe. Standing shields.
Under attack.
Just find close or something.
Target shields online. Target shields offline.
Shields. Yeah, I think they're programmed in the game to, you know, like, go at you occasionally.
Target cargo dropped.
But when you're low rank, they do give you quite an easy time, really. Just have to have your wits about you. But putting 4 pictures of your shields when they're shooting to you like now is quite important.
Target destroyed.
So hopefully our kill warrant scanner is getting us a bit more money this time compared with what we got before. Wait. Wanted. Bye-bye Cobra. So Mark 3, they target.
Under attack.
Forward to... See, I had 4 pits of my
Target
shields.
shields offline.
That's taken off his shields. I've still got mine. Shields.
Target destroyed.
Right, nearly 60,000 for a Python. Must have been about a Python. Now they're relatively easy in the Viper, even if you're on your own. Oh, but he's in a wing, unfortunately. It's a shame. The Pythons, they sort of loll about. You can stay behind them. So don't worry about taking on one of those. As long as you use your down thruster, you know, sort of stay behind him. It's a Viper. Onto the Python. So we'll take the Viper. Because he hasn't done
Target
anything here yet.
shields offline.
So the feds won't help us out until he shoots us. So you chase them all round, gradually whittling them down, and by that time you see all the feds are on that Python. By the time you get back to there, it's all over. So all you get is a measly 20,000 or something. Should have gone the other way. We'll have more. Come on. I'm not even putting up a fight.
Under attack.
Free zone. Hurry up.
Target destroyed.
So it's exactly as I said. Save this ship. Masters.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Target destroyed.
hoping for something juicy. We've got a bit of a mixed spawn here. So we've done a Federal assault ship with an Anaconda. Clear out these sidewinders and something more juicy.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Warning, impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
Oops, there's still traffic. Puts to my shields.
Scan detected.
I should have had 4 pips to my shields then, I think. I was shooting with rail guns.
Target destroyed.
Whittle down the shields quite quick. Asp. Okay, well, that's it. So the different things here when you're on the bigger ships is it's Python, Anaconda, and Clipper always target their power plants. Sometimes they go a little bit more quickly, because what happens is once you've killed their power plants, they're just dead in the water, and you can just finish them off. It used to be dead easy to do that. It's got a little bit more tricky now, but occasionally it works out. Especially with the Anaconda, you know, you can save yourself about 10 minutes.
Scan detected.
Does anything big come along? No. So targeting power plants, using down thrust to stay behind them, and when they face you, stop turning, just go forward as past them. If it's a FAS, Federal Assault Ship, boost if you've got anything in your capacitor, because they can go back very quickly. So when you're trying to fly forwards past them, they're matching you for speed. So they scoot about the sky quite a lot. They're good to do on a one-to-one. But you have to do it well, because they loop round and they'll be facing you, and so you can have a few shots at them, but they're shooting at you as well, and they've got stronger weapons. So you've got to go past them somehow and try and get behind it. By the time you loop round, they've looped round as well. But as I said, the game is programmed well.
Target destroyed.
You know, over $250,000 for one ship. It's programmed well, so they don't really give you a terrible time. You know, they'll do that for a bit, and when you're losing, they'll then make it easier for you. So it's not always the end. You don't always have to run away. As long as you've got your shields, you know, it's worth giving it a go. Once your shields are gone, that's the time to get out of there. So this ship's very, very fast. See what its boost speed is with the A-rated thrusters. So we can see what we're doing. We're doing 330 just on throttle with 4 pips to the engines and a boost. It takes you up to 430. There's not many ships can keep up with that. The NPCs tend not to boost. So you always have that advantage to be able to get away from them by boosting. I don't know why they don't boost. They don't seem to have learned how. Right, so that's really it for the Viper. So you just carry on doing this until you've got your Vulture. Enough for your Vulture. I can't remember, it's 15 million you need for that, I think.
Scan detected.
You need to go straight. Don't get a new ship until you have enough money to get it fully kitted out. Never go out with a ship with anything less than fully kitted out. You know, you're making good money in this ship and it's pretty safe. But when you get the Vulture, the NPCs will turn up their game a little bit, so it gets a little bit harder, but then you've got more firepower and good agility to deal with them.
So yeah, that's the main thing. Don't get that new ship and not be able to afford to fit it out fully. And also, the other thing is to always have money left over for a couple of insurance buys, because if you get blown up, you get blown up. If you only got enough for one insurance, 9 times out of 10 you get blown up, and then the next time you go out you got no insurance, and I think that's very worrying. After you've gone to all that trouble, invested all your money in the lovely ship you've got, if you lose it, it can send you right back to start. So best is always have money in reserve. I forgot my clips in. Very well what I'm talking.
Target destroyed.
So I'm just saving up now to get the Vulture, and when I've got that, I might do another video to show you good ways to fly it. But it's basically it's the same as this one. It's just more power, more of everything. But as I said, the NPCs a little bit harder as well. At least you can have a go at them. You got good shields, so you can take on anything in a Vulture, other than a wing of 3 on your own. But any single ship, you should be able to deal with it if you do it right. So here we are again, just like the Sidewinder. I never felt in any danger. Just flying round. You know, the feds are helping us out when things get a bit tricky. So I don't know what we're up to now. What have I got now? I haven't been here long. 700. So there's another million there probably.